Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another sort of closer look at some Criterion releases. I picked up a few Criterion films over the past few weeks, as you know, in my sort of pickup videos. So like I've done with the other Criterion, because it's a really important and I think a really cool boutique label, I'm going to go through the releases of it and have a closer look at them, sort of like unbox them, if you will. So we're going to do that today. I've only got 5, but before we get through to those, I did get a couple of late arrival pickups that I did say I've got coming in. So we'll just have a quick look at those, just taking off the stickers off the front, the HMV stickers. When you order online, they put these stickers on the front, which is really annoying. Sullivan, come on, get down here, darling. Come on, mate. Sorry, darlings. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I picked up a couple of classic comedy horrors, vintage horror with Bob Hope. In this set here, we have the Cat and the Canary remake and the Ghost Breakers. I've been wanting this for quite a while, but it's always been really overpriced. It is on Eureka. I believe there was like a sort of special limited edition one with a booklet and maybe a slipcase, but I've just got the normal regular one for that, just because it's it was always been expensive, and because I had a bit of money left over, I thought, well, I'll finally pick that up, and I will bring that to my channel at some point. And I've got a new release from Arrow Video called Calvary, I believe it's called. I'm not quite sure. This is a new release from them, a European art horror film from Belgium, I believe. I think it's going to be a bit of an extreme horror film if you look at the cover, and being an 18 certification. So I might bring that to my channel if I think it needs to come to the channel. So I managed to pick those up. So it's just a little pickup thing. So we've got our little Criterion film. So what we're going to be looking at is Raging Bull, Robert De Niro. The release of Sorcerer that I got, the William Friedkin film. Kiss Me Deadly, In Cold Blood, and we will start off with Jabberwocky. So let's not waste any time. Let's have a look at these Criterion releases. So here we are. Here are the actual films. Let me see if I've got my glasses close by, so we can have a close look at these. We'll start off with Terry Gilliam's Jabberwocky on Criterion. This is a sort of fantasy comedy, very along the sort of lines of Monty Python, obviously being Terry Gilliam. So we're going to have a quick look at this release. Let's put these aside. So this is number 903 on the Criterion label. It's a 1977 film. It runs for 105 minutes and is in colour, and it has a 5.1 surround sound on there. I don't believe I've got my my lovely scissor close to me to open this, so bear with me. We'll try and get this open. We'll try and preserve the sticker, this is a director approved release from Criterion. It's always nice to see that, isn't it, when you think that the director has had maybe some sort of input to it, well, at least has seen this latest sort of transfer of the films. I always think that's really cool. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just struggling to get this silly wrapper off. Right, here we go. Right, so there's the cover. We will try and preserve the sticker, as always. Not always possible with these Criterions, because I don't know what glue they use on these cellophanes, but it's very, very difficult and irritating compared to a lot of other. No, this one's got completely ripped. So we can't save that sticker on that, which has annoyed me a little bit, because I do like to keep the stickers with the release. But unfortunately, we were unable to do so. So this is a Blu-ray release. It comes with a poster booklet probably, and we have looks like a poem there by Lewis Carroll called Jabberwocky. The film is on Blu-ray. Certification is 12. We'll have a little look at the leaflet. So it does have a novel, or a very lengthy essay by Scott Tobias called Through the Looking Glass of What Terry Found There. And on the reverse we have some slight images of the film, and we have our cast. The film does star Michael Palin, Terry Jones, Warren Mitchell, Annette Badlin, Frida Crowlin, Paul Curry, John Le Mesurier, Harry H. Corbett, Rodney Bruce, John Bird, Max Wall, Bernard Breslau, Neil Innes, Gary Crowden, and Gerard Wells. So it's got quite a big cast there, to be quite a few comedians, and yeah, really cool. Looking forward to watching this one. I believe I have seen this before. I get this mixed up a lot with the Time Bandit film, so I can't remember if I have seen this or not. But yeah, so that is the physical release on Criterion of Jabberwocky, which is really nice to add to the collection. Something a bit different in there, isn't it? Which is always nice. Very cool. Alright, let's get the next one ready. Next one we're going to look at is Robert Brooks's In Cold Blood, which I believe is based on a true story, Truman Capote's In Cold Blood, about these couple of criminals. I think they go into a house and kill a family, and then they're on like the run sort of thing. They kill them with no sort of motive, if I remember right. I can't remember completely because I've not seen it. This was a blind buy, but when I saw the trailer and I saw the actual story, I thought, yeah, that really appeals to me. We will try and preserve this sticker. This one seems to be coming off, so that's great. We'll pop that one on the edge there. Fantastic. So we've managed to reserve that sticker. So this is number 781 in the Criterion collection. It is 1967 film. It is black and white. It runs for 134 minutes and has a 5.1 surround sound. It says here that Truman Capote's best-selling and breakthrough narrative account of real-life crime and punishment became equally chilling film at the hands of written by Richard Brooks. This is based on 1939 murders of a family of 4 in Kansas during a botched robbery. So they were obviously burgling or robbing the house, and they ended up killing the family. So yeah, it's a true crime story. So I'm looking forward to watching this one. This is on Blu-ray. Very cool. It has our traditional Criterion leaflet booklet, which is a little pet hate of mine. I'd rather it just be a proper booklet. But we have Chris Fujiwara's essay called Structuring the Real, which takes us over the first sort of pages. Then we flip it over and we have acknowledgement and production credits and about the transfer of the film. And we have the cast of Robert Blake, Scott Wilson, John Forsyth, Paul Stewart, Jeff Corey, John Gallandant, and James Phelan, to say a few people in the film who I don't really know. But here we go. They're the main 2 characters of the film. This one I will bring to my channel, just because I think it's a little bit of an obscure kind of title. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to bringing this one to the channel. So pop that back in there. So that is the release of that film, In Cold Blood, by Robert Brooks. It's going to be cool. We've got a film noir one next we're going to look at. I'm just trying to get into this wrapper, just so we don't waste too much time watching me fart about with it. Sorry guys. For some strange reason I can't find my scissor. But anyway, we're going to be looking at Kiss Me Deadly, which is Mike Spillane latest H-bomb. This is directed by Robert Outridge. It's on Blu-ray, certification 12. This is number 568 in the Criterion collection. It's a 1955 film noir crime film where the investigator and the main sort of like kind of Dirty Harry-ish kind of a cop in this film, who doesn't play things by the book in this film, is the main character in it. I think his name is Mike Hammer. This is certification 12. It is black and white and it runs for 106 minutes, 1955 film noir. So we're going to take off the wrapper, this cellophane. So much easier when I can find my scissors. I don't know where I've put them. I've put them, I think I was wrapping up a parcel or something I sold the other day, and I've sort of mislaid them. They'll turn up. I should do this sort of stuff before I actually come to the video. Even take off the cellophane before we come to the video, really. You guys don't need to see all that, do you, really? Anyway, we're going to preserve the sticker. I only do it just to show you that I am open it blind with you guys, really. That's the only reason I'm doing it. Look, pop the sticker there. Sits nicely there. Lovely cover. I love the cover. I think it's awesome. Very old school. So again, it's on a Blu-ray. This one, it has the Criterion logo on there. This one actually comes with a booklet, which is really cool. Let's have a look at the booklet. The Thriller of Tomorrow. You can't hang up the meat hook. So it starts off there with the contents of the book. We've got the cast and the credit at the beginning. The cast: Mike Hammer, played by Ralph Meeker. We have Albert Decker, Paul Stewart, Duane Narendez, Nick Dennis, Wesley Addy, and Marion Carr plays Friday. And introducing Maxine Cooper and Chris Lechman and Cabby Rogers. So it must be some of their early films. Then we've got an essay by J. Hobbiton, The Thriller of Tomorrow. Wonderful booklet. I prefer this. It's just better, isn't it, than the leaflet. Again, when you're paying a lot of money, because say Criterion releases are not cheap, so when you're buying it, you really do prefer to have things like this. We have another essay here by Robert Outridge. I don't think it's an essay. I think he's the director, so it could be his take on the making of the film, called "You Can't Hang Up the Meat Hook," as he goes through the making of the film. Filmgoers will lewdly talk about this torture scene. And then we've got the acknowledgements and information about the transfer. I love the way it's set out like a magazine. It's so cool. It's a wonderful booklet. So far this has been the best release that I've had out of these ones here. Very cool. Put that away. Amazing. Amazing. That's an amazing release there from Criterion. Kiss Me Deadly. Next up we have a new 4K release, this is actually a new release from Criterion. I think it's been out just maybe a month, I think, or so. It's William Friedkin's film Sorcerer. Now, William Friedkin is renowned for being the director of The Exorcist. But this is another film that he did post-Exorcist, I believe. This is number 1267 on the Criterion label, and it's 1977. This is the 4K and Blu-ray. It's 121 minutes. It's in color, and it has 5.1 surround sound. And it stars Rob Schneider, from who you will know obviously from the Jaws movies. So we'll take off this cellophane. Very cool. We'll again try and preserve our poster. Obscure artwork is almost sort of tribal. We will review this on my channel at some point this year. As you know, I'm well up on my videos at the moment, so it might be a while till we get around to a lot of these movies, sadly, but we will get around to them. I promise you. Like I said, if there's any movies that I do put on here and you want me to review sooner or later, just comment down in the comments and I will do my best to bring it to the channel as soon as I can for you. Right, a bit tatty the sticker, but we've managed to preserve it. So this is one of their sort of special editions, if you like, if you will. They do have a few of these. I have a few. I have Nightmare Alley, I have Night of the Living Dead, and Hellraiser, not Hellraiser, Razorhead. So I do have a few of these, and they're just like a sort of slipcase and with a cardboard box set rather than one of these sort of boxes. But if I'm being honest, I prefer these. I just think they look more elegant. They're really good quality. I prefer these cases than this. I wish they would just stick to uniform them like that, but there we go. I suppose if they're charging more money, people will be wanting more sort of things like this. So this is a 3-disc set. We come with a 4K of the film, we come with a Blu-ray of the film, and I believe the Blu-ray is going to be any sort of special features in that. So 2 Blu-ray, 1 4K disc. It does come with our leaflet booklet with an essay called Bleak Magic by Justine Chang, which goes through an essay of the film. Then we have about the master and the post credits. We have a big photograph from the film there. It's quite nice. And then we go through the cast. As I said, it says Roy Schneider's in the film, Bruno Cremer, Francis Rabot in the film. So it's pretty cool to see him in the film. It's also got Joe Spinell in there, who I believe is from Maniac. So that's very, very cool. And then we've got the old proper cover where I remember the film when I saw it on VHS years ago. That's what the cover looked like. So we will fold this up. So that's the booklet leaflet that comes with the set. We will place it, just sit nicely in there, and we'll pop it back into its slipcase. So one more title to look at now. This one I've already opened because I've had it for a number of days now. I just haven't got around to adding it to any of my videos. It's the classic, amazing Robert De Niro film Raging Bull, which I absolutely adore. This film, really, really cool film. This is director approved version of the film, directed by the wonderful Martin Scorsese. This one here is number 1134 in the collection. I believe it has got an earlier release, but this is the newer 4K release. It's a 1980 film. It runs for 129 minutes. It's in black and white and colour and has a 2.0 surround sound. And it stars Robert De Niro in this wonderful, wonderful performance. So cool. Absolutely love this film. It's about a boxer who's a great boxer, but he gets, I think he's depressed, he's into alcohol and all this sort of thing. It's like a bit like a downfall kind of video, like somebody who could have been better or greatness, but obviously succumbed to their sort of habits, if you like. And I don't think he's very kind to his wife as well in the film, if I remember right. But we'll have a look at this release. It comes with an amazing book. It comes with a 4K disc. It comes with a Blu-ray disc. That's your Blu-ray. And that's the 4K. Here's the booklet. It's a wonderful booklet. So it starts off with our cast and crew, I believe. So like I said, you have Robert De Niro, you have Joe Pesci, Kathy Moranti in there, Frank Vincent. What a cast. Wow. Very cool. Amazing. And then we had the credits, like I told you, directed by Martin Scorsese, produced by Owen Winkler and Robert Chartoff. We have some more images from the film, a bit ruined again by the way they've set it up. We have an essay, American Minotaur by Robin Robertson. Some more of a very young Joe Pesci there. It is a long essay there. It ends there, so pretty much the whole book is one essay. We have some more classic sort of photos from the film, which is quite nice to see. Never Got Me Down by Glenn Kenny. Maybe another essay. Quite a big booklet this one, isn't it, guys? Amazing release. I remember seeing this years ago when I was really, really young, and I fell in love with the film. It's quite brutal for a boxing film, and I think the black and white makes it even more brutal, to be honest. But it does give, the black and white does give it a sense of sort of like an older sort of story, an older film, which I really enjoyed. Really, really cool. So that is what comes inside this wonderful release, which is almost too big to actually close. Can you see? You have to really push it down to get it closed because it's quite a thick release, but that's amazing. Another great release. So my favorite two actual physical releases out of it are those two. I think they look the best. I think they're really lovely. So yeah, so these are the films that I've managed to pick up and add to my Criterion collection over the last few weeks. And I will review a number of these on my channel. So there we are, guys. There's a look at my new additions to my Criterion collection: Jabberwocky, In Cold Blood, Sorcerer, Kiss Me Deadly, and of course Raging Bull, which I got this about 3 weeks ago. And when I did my first Criterion sort of videos, when I went through things like Shock Corridor and all those wonderful films, Sword of Doom, things like that, I actually forgot I had this because I'd already filed it in my little Criterion because I was trying to bulk it out, and I forgot that I bought it, because if you see, it's quite dark in there, so I forgot, oh yeah, Raging Bull. And then when I was just going through picking up my latest sort of ones that I have managed to sort of pick up, I remembered I have Raging Bull in there. So there we are, guys. That's just a quick look at my latest, well, my latest sort of batch, if you like, of pickups from my Criterion collection. Massive shout out to my lads. See you soon, guys.